Check, check. I'm here. It's an unscheduled live stream. Well, it was scheduled. Let's start this again. That was a horrible introduction. Let me clear my throat. Hello, everyone. I'm Paul Sun-Hyung Lee, and welcome to my Geeky Basement. Hello, Iris S. How are you? Welcome to my Geeky Basement. We're doing a Funboxing Sunday. I was a little bit behind schedule today, and I wasn't able to sort of get it properly, word out properly that I was going to be doing this Funboxing Sunday. People are joining right now. Jennifer Tinney, hello, how are you? Mark Manning, hi. Anton, welcome back. How are you doing? Bob Dylan, good to see you, buddy. And hey, Sugano, how are you, Gene? Great to see you. Aloha, mahalo. Jinpei05, what's up, young? Yes, we are back. Kevin, I know you're rubbing off on me, man. That's the best intro. What's that about? Like, you know, playing down to the level of your opponent. Yeah, bad habits, my friend. Northern Nerdcast, unscheduled, scheduled. Yeah, I'm trying to turn this Funboxing Sundays into something regular. I was kind of on the fence as to whether I was going to actually do something tonight or not. So this is kind of just pulling out of my butt. Just, you know, something to do on a Sunday. We had a great weekend. It rained a little bit here, but yeah, I thought, let's just do it. Let's just have some fun. Tommy, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, neighbor. Anton, who are you gonna call? That's right, you'd call it Kim's. Love the shirt, thank you. I got this actually at a con. It was a booth that had the you can make these customizable t-shirts, and this just spoke to me. What can I say? Melissa K, hey, how are you? Hello, I hope things are well in Sweden. Bill Pelkey, what a treat, thank you for joining me. Zo Bongzar, well, hello. And Looney Silver, hello, bonjour, comment ça va? Bob Dylan, zoom, with the super chat. To quote a wise man, you can do better. Yeah, true enough. True words could not be spoken. I got caught flat-footed in the excitement of streaming live and just sort of like winging it on a wing and a prayer. Usually I'm a lot more prepared than this. You guys know that. But I kind of figured let's throw caution into the wind and have some fun. I was scrambling around trying to figure out what would be really cool to unbox today. And there's something right here you might be able to see. This is probably one of the biggest unboxings I've done. And I thought, why not just wing it? Why not, right? Like, hey, who's going to judge me? Except for Tommy and Kevin and you. And hey, Mel, how are you? Mel Dade, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Jonah James is asking, or is quoting, fun fact, did you know Korean and Tamil are surprisingly extremely similar? I did not know that, but it doesn't surprise me. I know that, for example, the words Oma and Appa are ubiquitous in a lot of Asian cultures, and they mean, you know, have similar sounding names. And so that's the beauty of language, is that, you know, it starts from somewhere and it spreads out. But I think the origins of a lot of language comes from a common place, and that's always really fun to explore, linguistically speaking, as it were. You go toying around, Kevin. Why are we opponents? Bitter versus butter. You're the butter baron. I'm the bitter baron. Kevin, it's just kind of the way it is. I give you snark on your channel because, yeah, man, it's fun and people like to see that. And I know you can take it. So that's why I chirp you. So you go ahead and you try to chirp me back. You can try. You're not going to succeed, but you can try. Kenneth Cunningham III, welcome back. How you doing? Hey. Arn Asada, hello from Chicago. Hello, Arn. How are you? Yeah, Chicago. We've got people from Sweden. This is amazing. Iris S. Kim's Convenience is my favorite show of all time. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Geeky Mama Bear is back with the hashtag Bitter Tribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for coming by. So today, in this half-baked episode of Funboxing Sundays, I thought I'd bring out one of the big guns here. I'm going to show you right here. Yes, it is Star Wars related. Surprise, surprise. This is from The Mandalorian, and you can tell by the size of this box. You can see it's in the corner here. This is something very large. Now, this is something I've had for a while now, and I've been very patient. I haven't taken it out of the box, haven't unboxed it yet. I've been saving it for a special occasion, and so I figured, why not? Let's bring it out. I wonder if you can guess what this is. Comment in the comment section. Yeah. So where else are you gonna put it? So please make your guess. See if you can guess what this is, and if I can get a right guess, then we will start unboxing it. I'll give you a clue. It's a 1-to-1 scale ratio, and it's from Sideshow Collectibles. Those are the clues. 2 clues. Mark Manning, hello from Ireland. Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. Pat Sherwood from the Toronto Zoo. You're streaming from the zoo? Are you working now, or are you visiting the zoo? That's amazing. Let me see. Looney Silver. Kind of that Appa and Papa in French are surprisingly similar. Yes, getting back to the language again. Mando merch, that's right. Bob, you know it. Here you go. Let's see. Any guesses? I will ask you, Mel, about your Dan Aykroyd story one day. I'm sure you have a lot of great stories. You worked in the industry. Okay, there you go. Gene got it. Sugano Pro. Grogu, that's right. This is the 1-to-1 scale, life-size version of The Child. Now, this is a Season 1 release. They didn't have a name for Grogu, or they had the name, they just didn't release the name or reveal the name. And that's right, everybody's coming, they're getting all the guesses in. Bob Dylan, The Child, Tommy K, shut up! Yeah, no, it's life-size Grogu. Carson Tevin is X-Wing, I wish. Thank you, Northern Nerdcasts. Bill saying a helmet to fit that big up ahead. I do have a large cranium. But that means I've got a big brain. Or a lot of air in my brain, who knows. More to know show. Hey, how's it going? Pat Sherwood, you live down the road from the zoo. Okay. Okay, so this is a 1-to-1 scale model of... it's heavy. The Child. There you go. And it is in a gigantic box. Look at that. It's so big, the overhead cam is having trouble focusing on it. So I'm going to switch over to this view, and it's big. It's hefty. It's got some weight to it. Came in a gigantic mailer. Now this was released last year, actually, or maybe it was earlier this year. It feels like pandemic time. It's just, my brain is gone. Time has no meaning. It's so elastic. But this came, I remember seeing this on pre-order. Now, I remember the first day on set, when I visited the set of The Mandalorian in Season 1, and I saw them shooting the scene. It was the episode where they're in Mos Eisley on Tatooine. And, you know, The Mandalorian had just landed. He had met Pelimoto, who's played by Amy Sedaris. And, you know, he leaves, and Grogu comes out. And I saw them filming this sequence with the puppeteer, and he had the model, and I lost my mind because I had no idea that was going to be the real. And my brain melted, and I immediately, I freaked out. I was like, what is that? What the hell is that? It's amazing. And I remember Dave Filoni turning to me saying, "Now, don't tell anybody." And I was like, no way I was going to ruin that surprise. But I knew, like they all knew that when they revealed Baby Yoda, the Child, or Grogu, the internet was going to break, and it almost did, which is fantastic. Resident Obi-Wan, hey, happy Sunday to you too, right? Iris, you're watching from a rainy day in Seattle. We had some rain here in Toronto too, a little bit of a torrential downpour, but the sun's come out. We might get a little bit more rain tomorrow. We're gonna go through this. Hello, Roxy Roller 25, Evan Lee. Keep Baby Yodes away from the cookies is right. That's right, the blue macaroons, which I actually have a couple of replicas made that was sent to me by a fan, which is fantastic. I keep saying this, and I'm going to do this one day, I swear. I just have so much fan stuff that's piling up, and I'm accruing it because so many generous artists are sending me some of their fantastic work, and I want to give them their due. So I'm gonna try this out. Once I get organized, it's like a fantastic Fan Friday, because the fans are fantastic. They deserve to be credited for the work. And so it's breathtaking. All the stuff that's being sent to me is absolutely breathtaking, and I love it. So thank you very much for all the artisans out there who are sending me their things. Is this the same version that Adam Savage modded? I bet it is, Melissa K. Just because my understanding is it's a static sort of model. Now there is There's a version out there, a Hot Toys version, where it's the mouth can open. It's a little bit more manipulative. You can manipulate it. My English is weak today. It's Kevin. I blame Kevin. Toying around, Kevin. Oh, yeah. So this is more of a static statue, but we're gonna open this up and talk. And while I do this, so like a lot of things that are Sideshow collectible, it comes in a sleeve. So I'm going to try to let's see if we can do this here. Do a little bit of this. I'm gonna lift the sleeve up. Oh, you had some rain in DC as well, Anton. Okay, and your flight. Oh, you did your flight training. Oh, that's right. How's it going? That's incredible. That's incredible. So I'm just gonna do this, Bob. Man, you're single-handedly bankrolling this YouTube channel. Start saving to have the merch to fill them. Oh, Modu cases. Start saving for Modu cases. What's a Modu case? Tell me what that is. Tell me more, because I have to. Oh my God, this must get. Oh, sleeve off. Oh, look at this. The artwork on this box is. I think you can see some of it. I'm gonna try to get that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna switch back to this view here. Look at that. Some of the fantastic artwork that is from the TV series. Oh, it's so big I can't fit it on the table here. Look at that. This is, if anybody's watched, you've all probably watched episodes of The Mandalorian. At the end of every episode, they have some of the art on it, and this is very reminiscent of that. Here's a view of, oh my God, of that. Look at that. Commando Vic, hello there. Hello to you. Hi, Cammy. Hope you're well. And here's another view. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. Right there. It is very nice. And another one here. You know what? I'm going to have to switch over here and just hold it up to the camera so you can see. And it's, right. It's heavy. I love the detailing on the box. Like the box itself is like a work of art. It is art, and you want to keep it. Wow, that was awkward. That was, I dented it. That's a blooper. It's a good thing I'm a dirty, filthy unboxer. Yeah, so I guess I'm keeping that. Just drop the value of the box, because I dropped the box. Right there. Okay, so there's that. Let's open it. I'm going to actually put this on the floor for safety's sake. And because I'm not worried about damaging the box as much as I am about damaging my gear on the table here. And I'm just going to do one of these. Speak amongst yourselves. Talk. Here we go. And, here we go. Greetings, guild member, and congratulations on acquiring the asset. Now, see, I had to zoom it all the way out. There you go. So you get a nice little card there, right? And it talks little Sideshow Collectibles, great stuff. And it looks like you can fold it into something here. I don't know. So you can see the cutout marks. So you can have a little Sideshow card. Show us how the card. I see. It's a social media campaign for everybody who bought the child to post pictures of the child. And I remember seeing that, the wave of that, where people had redressed the child in like toddler little overalls and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to switch back here. And so it comes, as you can see here, very well. Styrofoam, interlocking styrofoam. And I'm going to pull this out. Wow. They don't mess around. They're not messing around with this. There we go. Uh, does anybody else have this? Has anybody else picked this up? I'm wondering. Let me know. Let me know. If anybody has the Hot Toys version of this, let me know, because yeah, that one's really cool. I like how you can, for the Hot Toys one, you can actually open and close the mouth. You can switch the ears. It's a little bit more posable, so that's really cool. Yes, it was an icebox Uncensored Dead. I did drop it. Gary, you're late. Yeah, it is a 1-to-1 Grogu from Sideshow Collectibles. Here we go. You can see that I'm gonna have to pull back the focus here. Pull back. There you go. So as you can see, it is Sideshow Collectibles. Yeah, this is this I remember I pre-ordered this. As soon as I saw it was up for sale, I had no idea about the Hot Toys though. But Sideshow, I'm a huge fan of Sideshow Collectibles. As soon as I saw this up, like I pre-ordered, like boom. That was the first big, really big purchase I made for Sideshow. I'd always kind of been reluctant to sort of make the jump because it's like I'm already collecting all these things. And Sideshow, it's a bit expensive. It's a bit more expensive, but I mean the quality of work speaks for itself. It's totally worth it. But I didn't know how sustainable it would be to collect Black Series figures and all the other action like vintage series Star Wars stuff, and then go into the Hot Toys or even the Sideshow stuff. But I think now I'm going to be making the jump strictly to Sideshow and to Hot Toys, just because you get the level of detail and craft, the artisanship on it is just incredible. So I'm gonna make that switch, and yeah. So here we go. More to know show. I'm a gamer. I used to be, but I've stopped it a bit because I've been really busy. But now I am gonna get back into it because I tried to do. I'm trying to get it, start up a Twitch channel too, and get there. So there it is. It's wow, Grogu. It's kind of unsettling actually, right? Because it's in a plastic bag. He's in a plastic bag, and it's kind of like a corpse, So I'm a little bit like a little bit freaked out by that. Melissa K has a Grogu Funko Pop, little animatronic one, and the plush cuddly one. You may need this too. This, honestly, it's incredible right now. I'm going to take it out of the plastic bag because it's creeping me out. But let's see what's in here. We have it's a base right here. It's very heavy. It's nice, solid. It would need to be. And you have here the Mandalorian, the child. Life-size figure, limited edition. It's got the non-skid pads on it. Nice base. This peg here is I'm assuming for to be able to put the child down, place it on there. Does it have the knob from the Razor Crest? There you go. Arn, there's the knob from the Razor Crest. It's plastic though. It's not metal. Looks like metal. It's plastic. There is a magnet. There's a rare earth magnet in it, so I'm assuming that the child or Grogu will be able to grasp it. Yeah, more to know show. I actually did a test run where I streamed a bit of gameplay yesterday, and it was awful. Like, it was just like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I thought it was broadcasting. It said it was broadcasting. Nothing but black screen was showing. When I finally fixed it, I had a bunch of windows open, and so there's like this really freaky after effect of it just like sort of my voice echoing and overlapping, and it didn't stop. It just kept looping it. So I got to figure that out. Okay, so let's take out Grogu here. Very unsettling. All right, so there's Grogu. There is Grogu. Let's look at Grogu. Grogu has some hair. That's so cool. You can see the bits of the wispy hair that are on here. It's a stiff plastic. I saw the hero version of Grogu when I was on set, and then when I went and shot my episodes in season 2, you make friends with the props department, and my friend Yang, who is the props assist, she had the hero version in a suitcase. But it looked like the nuclear launch codes. Like, it was like almost handcuffed to her, and she had like locks all over it and whatnot. And I got to see it and hold it, and it's incredible because it's soft silicone, and so like the ears are they're floppy and they're bendable, which is really cool. And then the eyes, So look at the eyes. Look at that detail. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I don't know if it's individually numbered. There's a question. I didn't see it. I can check. I dropped the box, so I'm kind of freaked out by that. But look at the detail on that. Uh, the clothing is wonderful. The hands. Look at the level of detail on the hands. Oh, I see. And there's the other magnet. Oops. Oh, there you go. You're gonna peek up his little. That's where the detail stops. On the legs, you can see that almost like chicken legs, little chicken legs, little chicken Grogu legs. There is a magnet here. I could see, so this would. Whoops! There you go. Clicks right on there. So there we go. Grogu holding the. I'm gonna switch back to here. There it is. Here's baby Grogu. I love it. Yeah. It's quite like it is. The detail is great. I love the expression on the face. I know some people have had some criticisms I saw online of the paint scheme with a little bit too much blush, but I'm guessing because for film and TV, use a lot of different lighting sources, and colors always look different under different temperature lights, and so I'm sure, and my recollection of it was. This is very similar to the one that I saw and handled. Again, but the lighting conditions, because it was a little bit more dim-weary in studio. But the only thing that's different, in my opinion, from this and the hero is the fact that the ears are stiff. But it looks great. And, of course, the body is more, because it's more like an actual doll. The hero version is weighted like a sandbag and has soft parts. Right? But this is awesome. This is great, and it does fit on this stand here. Let's do this. Fits. Oops. Yeah, there's a hole. Let's see what fit. Put it like that. Ah! There you go. That's an awful view, so I'm going to do this. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. So there. That is he. 1-to-1 scale replica model. Legacy Effects. They're the ones that created it. I think I was speaking to one of the members when I was on set. And she was talking about having a hand in helping Sideshow Collectibles, the artists, sculpt this and the little attention to detail. You can undress this and redress it. I've seen people do it. I've seen people like Adam Savage modify it to make it posable. Yeah, because right now, yeah, you can't move the arms. I can't. The arms don't articulate. No, not at all. It's just one solid sort of sculpt. So that is it. That's it. Let's look at some of it. It is adorable. This is actually, so this is my first ever like sort of foray into Sideshow Collectibles, and it's a slippery slope because as you can see, I have a few more back there on the shelves. They also carry Hot Toys, and that's something that I've been getting really into, the 1/6 scale, like 1/6 scale figures and the level of detail with that. I'm just going to do this and try not to freak you all out. There's the overhead cam, so you can see right there. This is spectacular. I know people who've actually gone and hand punched in the extra wispy bits of hair. There are other people they've actually repainted the child, but like the eyes, there's something about the eyes it's just hypnotic, and the little nose, boop 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 boop, so cute. Yeah, so you're gonna have a place of honor in the basement. I gotta find a place for it now in the basement. I am Looking to see if I missed anything. No, he's adorable. Tommy K, Paul's new favorite child. I don't play favorites, Tommy. I don't. But yeah, because he doesn't talk back. So cool. Carson, Grogu, and Digital Luke share an apartment in New York City. You'd love to watch that show. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. I'd like to be in that show. I think that'd be a fun show. All right, I'm just going to place the baby, put the baby into his styrofoam box, and keep him away from frog eggs. Yes, Kevin. Keep him away from frog eggs. There was something a little bit... I thought they were going to do more in that episode when he kept scooping up those eggs. Myself, I thought there was going to be some sort of a callback to it. It's like, oh no, they lost the eggs. But no, he wasn't actually consuming them. He was keeping them inside his stomach, and he would barf them out, and he was actually protecting them. But they didn't go for that. It was, I think Peyton Reed was saying, no, it was just supposed to be humorous. But then people started equating it to like genocide. Like he was wiping out an entire species of the frog lady, but it wasn't. I mean, if you listen to the dialogue, that's the last of her line, her family tree. And I think like a lot of creatures in nature, where there is a high mortality rate, that's why she had so many eggs, because not all of them were going to survive. To be frank about it, even though I'm Paul, I'm gonna be frank. That was terrible, terrible joke. Yeah. So, and that was the thing. So I, as long as I think a few survived, I think she was cool about it. And that the whole thing was, it wasn't the last of her species. It was the last of her family line. And one would assume that if that was the last of the species, they'd be a little bit more concerned about making sure that that species continue to live. Hadim asks, why is the channel called Bitter Asian Dude? Should have been Sweet Old Asian Dude. Thank you. Not that old. I'm older. I'll give you that, but not that old. Bitter Asian Dude is a callback to my Twitter handle. It's the first social media name I had to pick for myself back in 2007 when Twitter was young. I had to pick a name, and I wanted to be clever, and I also wanted to a callback to the way I used to be. When I was younger, I used to be like bitter and angry. Angry Asian Man was already out there, and I thought we're going to get confused. So I chose Bitter Asian Dude because it was funny, and people still get a chuckle out of it when I give them my email or tell them to follow my socials, and it's Bitter Asian Dude. So it's a little bit of that there. But thanks for asking that question, Hadim. Dad jokes, yeah. Lots of dad jokes, Geeky Mama Bear. Can't get away from it. Rimshot. Yep, I'm here all week. Try the I was gonna say veal, and then I thought, oh, that's that. You can't say that anymore. Then I tried to say fish, and then bailed on the joke altogether. Now I'm explaining it's even lamer. So here we go. Gaming's like Ray. You finally got the notification. You're finally, ladies and gentlemen, Gaming Zombie. That's Ray Mateus. I've known him since 2016 from the set of Kim's Convenience. He was a night. You did night security, and I remember I would be rolling in just as he'd be rolling out. I remember he had a really cool T-shirt, and we just got to chatting, and there he is. He's finally. Still no notification. You just happen to see me live. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. You just gotta click that notification bell. It's supposed to. Check your settings. Gabe Gall saying, my character as Mr. Kim makes everyone think you're older than you are. True enough. And that's why I like this channel too, because I get to just kind of be myself, because a lot of people don't realize that I'm a huge nerd, and I'm not really as old as people think. I'm not even 50 yet. I'm not 50. And my beard is white because I have kids, and the pandemic, it's like I'm working on the Santa Claus look. I can't cut my own beard. It's just wrong. I screwed up. I'm not skilled enough. More to know show says we're in the same age range. Yeah, so we're not that old. Testify, brother. Testify. Kevin's asking, is Grogu the tallest collectible doll I have? Yeah, so far, because that's 1-to-1, and he's about a foot and a half. The other ones, all the other Hot Toys, they're about, how many? They're 12 inches? 1/6 scale. So they're that. And in fact, I thought, while we're here, we might as well. I picked this up from a friend. I'm part of a Facebook group of collectors, and my buddy Kevin was selling some Hot Toys, and this Leia Hot Toys figure is out of print. So I'm all over that. I'm like, yeah, I will absolutely take that off your hands. It is Hot Toys. I got it for a really great deal. Thank you so much, Kevin. And so I thought, hey, all my other Hot Toys, they're in boxes. So stick around. We can open this up. Anton's asking, are you redesigning the bitter hat? Love the old one with the logo. Yeah, that's a vintage hat now. I've been around so long. That's been a vintage hat. We might do another run of those for sure. But there's another design that we're going to be releasing that I'm really excited about. And so once that's ready to get a sample, can't wait to show it to everybody. A few of you have seen the design on paper. And I'm really excited to see it like actually actualized. God, I feel like Austin Powers when he's doing that. Anyways, yeah, when to see it in a physical form, and then yeah, offer it for sale on my website. And look at this. Hold on, am I gonna be able to do this? I think I might. Where shameless plugs. Oh no, here it is. If you're curious about getting mittered, that's right. Wouldn't be a live stream without pimping out some stuff. It is literally last call for the hoodies. I think we're about done. I think they're getting pulled off if they haven't already been pulled off. If you want a bitter hoodie, check the website. If they're not there anymore, then they're done. But the hats are still for sale, the beanies, and there's going to be some new products showing up very, very soon. The Northern Internet. Will Jung Park see a return to any future Rainbow games? Wow, that's a blast from the past. That was the first? Yeah, it was the first video game I did. I was there and did the sequel to it. I had a lot of fun doing that. The Rainbow Six franchise is living on, but I think right now the technology is such that you have to do the mocap stuff as well as the voicing because it matches better. And when we did Rainbow Six Vegas way back in the day, Ubisoft was based out of Montreal, and they actually had Quebecois actors doing all the mocap. And they were saying all their lines in French. And the interesting thing is when you're trying to match dialogue that is of a different language to actors who are saying, the dialogue in their language, the rhythms didn't quite match up, and it was really difficult, way more difficult than you would think to sync up those two things. So they now have it. So you actually have to, the actors that they employ, that they use their voices for, are also doing the mocap. So it's almost like you're hired to do the whole thing, like the full-on acting job instead of vocalizing it. And yeah, I don't know if I had the stamina to do Rainbow Six. Did have to like put the mocap balls on me and like shrink my body a little bit to make it a little bit more athletic, let's say. So that's cool. Bad Wolf Media is saying Wedge helmet back there looks so damn good. The green just pops so bright. If you buy another helmet, I might just have to hit one of you folks up for a couch to sleep on. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. I have a first order TK bucket coming in, much like the Captain Cardinal one back there, right? So it's the first order TK. I have a first order TK from The Force Awakens. It's an Anovus version. I'm going to be doing a comparison video between the two to see what the differences are. Yeah, no, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. Gary wants to know were the custom charges pricey? Yeah. When you buy stuff from Sideshow, you slap the head. Yeah, it's almost inescapable unless you can find somebody locally who can sell. Now, I know there are a number of shops in Toronto, for example, the GTA, where you can pre-order through them and you don't get dinged with the import charge. But I think they offset that cost by charging a little bit more. So either way, the house gets its money. But that's, yeah, every time I order from Sideshow too, it's that cross-border shopping. So much for free trade, right? Yeah, no, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. Greg's asking, do I keep the boxes that come from Sideshow or Hot Toys? I actually do. I keep them even the mailers. Because I've seen because I've seen people when they resell, if they resell them, they keep the mailer box, and for some reason that keeps the value up of the actual item. Um, but I mean, let's be honest. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell any of my stuff, so I really should start getting rid of at least the mailer boxes from there. Um, let me see. Looney Silver. Hasbro announced in the pipeline the Black Series that they're gonna make from the Mandalorian. Nomad, Boba Fett. Yep, I've got that on pre-order. Cobb Vanth and Bill Burr. Migs Mayfield. But eventually Carson Teva is coming. Yeah, fingers crossed. I would love that. I'd love that. That'd be super cool to get like a Black Series action figure. That'd be cool. Bob Dylan, thank you again for the donation. Would you rather see one, a new Star Wars trilogy, two, a standalone movie, or three Disney Plus series, and focusing on which characters? Um, that's great. That's a good idea. Right now, it's kind of like it's a golden age if you're a Star Wars fan because there's so much content in the pipeline or out there being made, from the Bad Batch to Obi-Wan to Book of Boba Fett to Mandalorian season 3. You've got Andor that's being filmed. You've got the old the High Republic being filmed. And in the pipeline they have a Rogue Squadron. Uh, yeah, I mean they're covering all their bases. What would I rather see? Stuff that we can get quicker. So right now it's like I would guess that the Disney Plus series, those are great just because with a series you have a little bit more time to breathe. Everything doesn't have to be concentrated into an hour and a half or 2 hour film. And so you get just a little bit more depth in that, and I'm really sort of loving that format that we're getting right now from Disney Plus. I mean, that being said, there's something really concise about having a standalone movie that'll just drop in there and you're not sort of dependent. That's why I love Rogue One. It just kind of it hit that sweet spot. Same with Solo. I like Solo. I know a lot of people crapped all over it, but I really like Solo, and I hope they do a Solo too because I think there's something there. The first of any kind of movies is really difficult to sort of get off the ground. And I hope they don't feel like they're trapped in that trilogy structure. It's been done, but I think we're seeing, especially after the sequel trilogy, they really need to be cohesive, and you can't just sort of go all over the place, and you got to stick to your guns and like follow that story through. And again, don't be afraid to take risks, because I think, at the end of the day, if people want the original Star Wars, they can watch the original Star Wars. So that's my 2 cents on it. But I'm excited. Focusing on which characters, it's already sort of, there's great stuff that's happening. I think what would have been cool is to see what Luke was doing while he was in the wilderness when he was building up the Jedi Academy. You know what happens in the end of it, but that would have been really neat. But I'd love to see new characters, to be honest. That's why I think I liked Mandalorian so much, because we're following a new character. And yeah, there are other characters that are starting to come back, but it's not really their story. It's Din Djarin's story, and I really, there's something about that I find compelling. And it's such a huge universe. Like let's start exploring some of those other characters. I think to keep the series relevant, you need that richness in character. So there you go. Okay, ooh, here we go. And super sticker from Ray. Thank you so much for your donation. Pair character punching the air with fist and bump written on his knuckles. Yes, bro. There you go. Araf Noor was saying, Appa, your acting in Kim's Convenience was amazing. Like when your eyes teared up, I was tearing. Well, thank you. I'm glad that we could connect that way and that you felt that. That's my job, and it means I'm doing it well. I was doing it well. So, Ray saying you have a friend who distributes Sideshow locally. Message me later. He's great. All right, brother. I'm gonna hit you up. You're gonna be my enabler there, because there's a whole whack, and that's a unit. That's a measurement. There's a whole whack of Sideshow and Hot Toy collectibles that I would love. Like I'm just sort of, they're sitting in my cart right now, and I'm like, should I or shouldn't I? Go. Wow, I'm really falling behind here with all these quotes. Fu Huang Hong thank you. Sorry, I mispronounced your last name. Have I ever played Star Wars Fallen Order? No. Funny enough, though, I, I downloaded it on my PS5, and once I can figure out how to stream on Twitch properly, I might hit that up. Right now, I've been brushing up on Squadrons. Tommy K, if you want to be my wingman, we should definitely sort of try to hook up and see if we can shoot down some bad guys or some good guys, depending on which way you look at it. But let's do that. Let me see. Bad Wolf Media saying the only thing you're not excited about for Rogue Squadron is that they said it was supposed to take place after Episode 9. You want the Stackpole books, yeah, brought to life and then split off with Wraith Squadron. Yeah, I read those books. The first 3 were fantastic. It would be interesting. That would be lovely. I'd like to see. I want to see what. I want to see what Patty Jenkins can do, though. I mean, her dad was a fighter pilot, and it would be lovely to see what she can do with that. I think it'd be fun. That teaser I thought was great. Very simple, and very moving as well. Somebody was asking whether I could talk about, if I was in any Star Wars stuff, if I could talk about story arcs. Absolutely not. If I were, I could not. It's called a non-disclosure agreement. If I ever get hired by them, I mean, everybody's doing it now. Even Canadian productions, stuff that's filming up here, NDA, can't talk about who's in it, can't talk about what you're doing in it, can't even say the name of the show. So everything's shrouded in secrecy. Although today I did see a bunch of leaked photos from the set of Obi-Wan. I thought that was hilarious. Just because there was a huge debate on Facebook whether it was like the characters had these robes on, and like, oh, it looks like a trench coat. It was of an Imperial officer. And there was a debate on, is that a trench coat? Is that a new trench coat? And then somebody said, no, those are the robes that they wear to cover up their costumes from paparazzi and prying eyes and to hide secrets. And it's funny because, yeah, they're so big. But to walk properly in them, they have to be kind of open, and you can see what's underneath them fairly easily. But the level of interest to sort of see what's going on is huge. And they know that. So they're trying to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, just so it doesn't ruin the surprise. Dan Alexander, hey, how's it going, buddy? Stay safe and stay sane. You too, and good luck to you. Thanks for the 4-leaf clover. Mike is asking, was the Korean accent in Kim's Convenience based on anyone you know? Yeah, my dad. He was my dad. That's my uppa. That's how he sounds. Yeah, Ray, I do have a PS5. I will add you once I know if it's Gaming Zombie. We'll do the same thing. Okay, I've caught up to the comments. Now let's take a look at the princess. This is it. This is Hot Toys. Princess Leia. I'm gonna pull this out a little bit more there. There she is in all her glory. Let's take a look at the box here. It's got the movie masterpiece label on it. Hot Toys is based out of Hong Kong. It's a Chinese company, licensed by Disney. Here we go. And oh, look at that! That's beautiful. The artwork inside. Now this is the Hoth version of Princess Leia, and this is what blows me away. That looks like. I mean, it's supposed to look like Carrie Fisher, but it actually looks like not. It's not a scale model. It looks like an actual just a photo of Carrie Fisher. So this is incredible here, and the Death Star, Millennium Falcon, got AT-ATs, snow speeders. She's got her comm, like even right down to the leather gloves. That's the really cool thing about Hot Toys. They are so detailed that even the material that they use for the fabric of the clothing that they dress these little 1/6 scale figures in, cosplayers will use them as frame of references if they can't get the screen use stuff. So they'll get. That's how detailed Hot Toys is. Now this is a slip that just sort of pulls out. Wow, and there she is. That is her, right there. Got a little grate, hands, DH-17 blaster. She's got her looks like the little acetylene torch. And she's got the goggles, the breathing unit for the Minox when they're in that huge space slug. more hands. They have gloved hands and bare hands, and these are probably little ball joints there. Yeah, so this is, and of course it's got a layer of plastic over it that you have to pull up and out. Northern Nerdcast, Paul, we have / had a Star Wars U vendor at our show in Sudbury. Whenever you get back to normal and shows can happen, we'd love to have you come shop. No special appearance. You do enough for these. Oh, thanks. That's lovely. Thank you. Toy vendors. Typos. Struggle is real. Yeah, Mike, I love the photorealistic art covers as well. Gal, yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. This is great. Mindy's mom. Hello, Paul. Hubby and I are binge watching your show and absolutely love it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All the accessories. Here we go. Let's pull this out of the box here. Put this here. Now, as you can see, it's got there. It's got a little thing there, and yeah, it's taped shut. So I'm going to remove this tape. I'm going to cut through this tape. Look away. Look away. It's a filthy unboxing happening, but I still do believe that these are meant. They're meant to be to be like enjoyed and appreciated. They got to be put on this display. But I do understand. I really do understand the those of you who are mint in box collectors. There's something about that, but I think what a shame. I keep thinking of, Toy Story 2 with Stinky Pete the Prospector, and he's all bitter, old and bitter like me, because he's been mint in box because nobody likes him, but he's a collectible. All right, so there we go. That is off. I love this little touch. There's a little piece of foam right there to protect the princess's face, head, and oh wow, this is stunning. This is that's great. Oof. She's great. That's great. There's something really disconcerting about having like such a photorealistic head in a bag of plastic. They do with Grogu. Oh, it's double bagged. It's like Silence of the Lambs. Oh man, that is so cool. Okay, so well, I need to pull up here. Look at this. This lock of hair is separate, and the bag actually had a slit in it and that was it was being anchored in place. That little hole in the bag there went through the hair, and just to cover her face. And look at that sculpt. Like, honestly, I'm holding a tiny Carrie Fisher in my hands. It's stunning how realistic it looks. Like, I'm almost scared that it's gonna come to life at night and go, ah! That's how real it is. And let's put a little the little plastic from hands, the booties, little boots, plastic boots. It's like what the movers wear. These are actually taped shut. Like, yeah, you're right, Melissa K. The level of detail, like, look at the makeup, the lipstick, the eyes, the shading of the skin. Like, that is, and then the hair, the detail on the hair being braided right like that. Look at that. That's incredible. And like this material, yeah, like that's nuts. She's got the rank badge right there, a comm badge. Different points, yeah, different points of articulation. The head. There's even, I think there's a little plastic bit right there to protect the neck. Yeah, there isn't a different head on that. Yeah, don't feed her after midnight for sure, right? She'll morph into like some hideous creature that will destroy us all. Yeah, look at that. It doesn't. Wow. I'm so impressed with what they've done. Um, like, and let's look at this. The D17 blaster, right? It's just that is so cool. I actually purchased one of these, like an all metal version of this, through War Machine Paintball or Christopher Field Marshal um, Blaster Factory. They go into various names. It's a paintball company basically. They produce paintball guns, but also highly realistic metal versions, kits of blasters. So I have the E11 blaster. I've got a YouTube video on that. You can see me sort of compare it to 3D printed. But I broke down and I got Mando's blaster and the DH17. Is it DH17 or 18? I get them confused all the time. I think it's a DH17. Or is it the DL18? Anyways, so I've got those. And yeah, I can't wait to put those together. I was going to do an actual build video. I think that'd be really cool for that. I'm blown away by, look at all these. This. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Look at this. Hold on. How cool is that? Look at this. So this is... it's like... It's an actual coiled... Look at it, like foam cord. Right? Like when she's doing welding work, some work on the equipment in the Falcon, and Han Solo comes up behind her, and like she, you know, and they share that kiss, and then C-3PO interrupts them. She's working on an electric thing with this sort of welding gun, and like this is, look at that. That's crazy detailed. Somebody saying, James, yes, I can count on you. DH17, thank you so much. Thank you. The goggles, they do nothing. Fabric, look at that, and adjustable. That's nuts. Look at that. Goggles, and oh, this breathing mask. Again, look at that. It's got. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. The detail on this. The rebreather unit and a clip, so you can clip it to her as well. Have this across her face. Put that across, like, of course it fits, right? Across her face, and all the different hands and stuff. Look at this, and it comes with a nice stand, and here you go, and this is to help keep her upright, as it were. I believe. I don't know. Well, there's the instructions. Why don't I check? I can check in the instructions here. Yeah, look at this. I am way behind on the comments. Way behind on the comments here. Mike asked, did I recently get into Hot Toys? Yeah, I did have I have just recently made the plunge, and I think I'm gonna keep going on. I think with Black Series, I'm going to be very selective about what I buy now. It's no longer I must have it just to complete it. It's got to be something very, very cool. I mean, that being said, Blue Later, General Merrick, is being released. It's like, oh, okay, I gotta have him. You know, Galen Erso. It's like, okay, I gotta hit him. The the resculpts for all of Rogue One. So you're talking Chewt, Emwe, Baz Malbus. You have like Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor and K2SO. And Bodhi Rook finally gets his. And so it's like, oh, okay, I guess it's a resculpt, so I'll get I mean, that's how they get you, right? That's how they get you. But yeah, no, that's cool. How's the new toy smell? It's always awesome. It's always awesome. Where do you have... Chris is asking, where do you place all of these? That's a good question. Do you have like a shelf for them? It seems like the collectors... Yeah. They are huge, but they take up less space than all the Black Series boxes, oddly enough. And because there aren't as many of the Hot Toys, like they're not as prolific as all the Black Series, there's more room for them. So I might actually have, I might, and I said I probably won't sell these, but I might start moving some of those Black Series toys just because I need the space. Or I'll put them in storage, and then when we get a bigger home, or if I get a home office or like a proper studio space to do this, I'll put them up there. But yeah, I'm just trying to see where. So in this instruction manual here, they show you how to put on the gas mask for Leia, the oxygen breather, and where to clip it onto her clothes. They show what the hands are for. So the bare hands are to hold the torch. But there's nothing about what the heck this thing is for. Now I'm assuming it's to, I mean, it's figured out somehow. Yeah, it's clips in somewhere. I'll figure it out. I didn't want to make a mounting joke about, you know, it's being used. I gotta use the mount Princess Leia. I thought it'd be in poor taste, and of course I just made that joke. I'm not proud. I'm not proud. I went there. Yeah, so I'll figure out. I mean, I think it is really to assist in terms of making sure that she is secure on that and does get knocked over. I'm gonna move on to the comments. Yeah, level of detail on her face is like it's like Carrie Fisher is staring at the screen, right? Yeah, that's right, Ray. I am being careful because I take care of my collectibles. It's no ham-fisted sort of ripping and tearing. I just drop a lot of stuff. That's my problem. Excuse me. It's phlegm, not COVID. Yeah, right, Mel. You want one of these? It's a slippery slope. I'm saying it. I'm just trying to keep up on all these. Vinnie Mart, you love this piece? Yeah, this is crazy. The detail on her. Pass. Did I ever print the DH17? James is asking. Yeah, the only files I could find though, the DH17 was so small. It was like the pistol version of it, and I tried to scale it up, but I just couldn't get the proportions right. So. You know, and the thing about 3D printed weapons I find, and I saw this actually at a con, somebody threw somebody's E11 blaster, and it shattered on the con floor, and that's pretty horrifying. I mean, and that's the thing about 3D printed stuff. It's not as robust as something metal or something rubber. I mean, they do that. Like Hyperfirm used to have Praetorian blasters. They would make a rubber case, dummy guns, basically. Which were great in detail, and they were light, and you could throw them, and they'd bounce, and it didn't really matter. But with 3D printing, you know, it's way more common now. Everybody has more access to them. But back in the day, like this was a few years ago, when not everybody had access to a 3D printer. This was an FDM printed E11 blaster that just got tossed carelessly and broken. So that's my biggest fears. And I drop, as you can see, I drop a lot of shit. So that's kind of the way it is. Yeah, Gary Lau says, I'm still anticipating my next Hot Toys purchase. The Hulkbuster was amazing, but it's been at least 3 to 4 years. That's the other thing about Hot Toys. You gotta wait. The pre-orders happen like usually about a year before. But it's so worth it when you finally do get it. It's amazing. And in the meantime, you can hunt down. I mean, it's a bit of a, you know, you're looking for your grails. You're looking for the other versions that you might have missed. And so I'm scouring the internet. I'm looking at Evil Bay, kind of going, oh, that's cool. Oh, look, those are cool. What's the price? And it's just trying not to get gouged, and that's the game, right? Here we go. Uh-oh. 6. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Kevin. 6 deluxe Boba Fett's Black Series equals 1 Hot Toy. For those of you who don't know, because I am ordering from multiple sites and my organizational skills are not the best, I found I had accidentally pre-ordered 6 of the deluxe Boba Fett Black Series action figures. So I've got a nice collection. And of course, it's not like they're super rare anymore either, right? It's not like I hit the jackpot and I accidentally ordered 6 and they're super rare and I could, you know, help out friends and give it to them at cost, make a little bit of money on some of the other ones. No. You can get them. It's so easy to get them now. And that's I got to find a better way of organizing. And I know everybody, they've got their own method. Somebody's got an Excel sheet and this and that, or you know, they can coordinate it. But me, I forget. I go, oh, I need that. And I'll pre-order it like an idiot. Oh, she sits on that. Is that what you're saying? But then where does this go? There's no... Yeah, I don't know. Something seems very wrong about... Anyways, I'm just gonna leave that. Was this a re-release? No, this was not a re-release. Again, I got this off of a friend of mine who was clearing out his Hot Toys collections just because he wasn't ever going to put her on display. And I loved it because he said, it's a shame that she's just going to sit in a box. So he sold. He had 2. He had the Bespin Leia and the Hoth Leia. And I got the Hoth one. My other buddy TJ ended up getting the Bespin one. And yeah, I love it. I think it's great. Gene, good to see you. I could catch you from the very start. Gotta go for now. When you're in Las Vegas, let me know. Absolutely, Gene. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see. Shang-Chi merch. Am I collecting it? No. Well, yes and no. I have. I went and I have 2 Shang-Chi, one for each of my boys, the action figures. And I want to see the movie. And yeah, it's just, I don't collect superhero merch. I don't. Like, so the Marvel stuff, I mean, I have a few Marvel Legends stuff that was kind of gifted to me. Like I have into the Spider-Verse, like the Miles Morales stuff, which is really cool. But just selected things in it. So again, it's more for my youngest. He likes the Marvel Universe more. I gotta stick to my lane though. I gotta stick to Star Wars, like with the occasional sidetrack into, like, I got some Back to the Future NECA stuff, the Ghostbusters Plasma series back there. You know, they have some American Werewolf in London stuff coming out for NECA, which is great, and Alien and Aliens. But if I went to Marvel, it would just turn into a big shitstorm. So I want to stay married. I love my wife. She loves me too, but there's only so much she can put up with. So I draw the line at superhero stuff, even for Shang-Chi stuff. Tommy, for a future unboxing, do a lightsaber. Bonus points if it's Dooku or Windu. I can do that. They're just over there. They're just over. That's a Mace Windu right there. Mace Windu. And I have the Dooku is back there too. So yeah, faux show. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tommy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Hot Toy Club. Yes, Joe. Hey, how's it going, buddy? I mailed off your package. So that Death Trooper that I got, I mailed it off. Sorry it took so long. I had a bunch of stuff that I was, a bunch of merch that I was mailing out to, and I just want to put it in one big order. But you got something coming your way, plus a little something extra. So I hope you enjoy it. Vineyard saying, yeah, it's a crotch grabber. The figure rests on it. It just seems wrong. I don't know. Like, I get it, but no. All right, James, have a good one. Thanks for joining. Ashley Brienzo, welcome to the 6 Scale Club, Paul. I have Hot Toys, Rey, and BB-8, the Matrix Neo, John Wick, Sideshow's Mythos Obi-Wan, that's a cool one, and Blitzway's Bill and Ted. Right on. It's a slippery slope. Like, I'm really excited by it, but it's like, you know, you add it all to your cart and you're like, oh my God, it's spendy. It's spendy. And I think for the average collector too, I mean, it's a pretty penny to sort of get. And so, like, decisions have to be made. The budget demands restraint. And, but I really like the quality of, I mean, look at that. The quality of this speaks for itself. And Black Series, you know, they are really upping their game in terms of the resculpts as well. If you've seen any of the Rogue One stuff, it looks fantastic. It's way better. So it's just whatever your threshold is. I think Black Series, you get the instant gratification for it because they keep releasing them in waves. The Sideshow stuff and the Hot Wheels, the Hot Toy stuff, and the Blitzway and all the other really great sculpts. Those take a little bit longer, but again, it's the detail. Toying Around is saying all the Shang-Chi Marvel Legends are great. Death Dealer and Wenwu have incredible detail. That's cool. It's weird though when you know the person, like, so I know Simu, and to see his face sculpt, he's got the weirdest expression on his. I just have to say, they make you do a bunch of different facial expressions when you're posing for these, I would imagine, and I thought they chose an odd one for him because he just looks kind of like. But that's just me. Bug him. Mike Wan, thanks for joining. Yeah, you didn't miss much. Just, I don't know, the life size 1-to-1 scale of baby Grogu to kick it off with. And as you can see right here, we have the Hot Toys Princess Leia Hoth edition. And yes, we're just, sitting around catching up with each other, shooting the shit. I swear. I'm sorry. I swear. That's all I have to say. Anton saying, I'm a geek like yourself. If you notice my profile pic, it's me taking a selfie with a strong trooper. You mean stormtrooper. Thanks, Galaxy Edge. Yeah. Autocorrect. I see it. Ashley is saying, I totally caved and bought the Black Series Rogue One resculpts, Bodhi, Rook, and Galen Ursa. They just look too good, right? And that's me. I mean, I was like, no more Black Series. Nothing about Hot Toys. And then they release that, and you go, oh, damn it. And it's a general, for me, it's Blue Leader, General Merc. That's the first time they released him, and I think everybody's been screaming for that figure, right? And so it's like, yeah, okay. But the next one, I think, is Saw Gerrera. Everybody wants a Saw Gerrera. It's nuts. And then with the new series that are coming out, like Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian Season 3, Cassian Andor show, there's going to be even more stuff that's being flooded out there. So, I don't know, start saving your shekels. Mike, you missed the baby Grogu, expletive deleted, son of a Jar Jar. I have 2 Jar Jar Binks, actually. I don't know how it happened. I have 2 of them. Kevin got me one, that's it. Kevin gave me one, and then I think I bought one without realizing. I was just like, fine, I'll get it. And I didn't realize I'd forgotten I bought one. I just think, in shame, I just sort of completely forgot about buying Jar Jar, and now I have 2 of them. Excuse me. Bill, you certainly have overcome your bumpy intro, Paul. Thanks for the Sunday treat. Thanks for tuning in, Bill. That means a lot. There was a terrible opening. Terrible. But we all have terrible openings sometimes, right? Every once in a while. It's how you end. It's not how you begin sometimes. It's just how you end. And even then, sometimes it's not how you end. It's the journey, right? So there you go. What's that? Thel Le Po. Sorry for smoking. Yeah, no. Not because of you. No. It's just phlegm. And talking. I didn't do, Jinpei, I didn't do my stretching. And I didn't do my other things there. Gal Warshot, yeah. With Jabba. Bye-bye now. Okay. Take care. Ray, you don't collect Star Wars stuff, but you really want a Boba Fett figure or a Mando figure. You have the Baby Yoda plush, and that's a star. That's right. Hey, well, I have like a couple of extra deluxe Boba Fett Black Series figures. I can probably throw one your way if you want. Shut up, Kevin. Yeah. So this is, let's go back to here. What's this? Here we go. Let's do that. There we go. So that's the 1/6 scale Sideshow Hot Toy version of Princess Leia. This is currently, it's out of print. Can't get it anymore except for, third-party sellers, people who have previously bought them or own them. This was through a private sale that I got her. This is the first sort of 1/6 scale that I've opened. I have a bunch back there too, and I'm gonna start opening. I'm gonna open them up once at a time. Oh, you guys want to see something neat from Sideshow? Hold on. I keep forgetting. So, the fantastic group at Sideshow, I was able to make a nice connection with them, and they were generous enough to send a little treat. And I'm going to, in a second, here I am blathering away like an idiot because I like the sound of my own voice. Here we go. Put that away. See how meticulously how carefully I'm putting them away. Except I dropped the manual. I'm going to put her. Mike, we love you. 2634755. By the way, what is 2634755? Mike, you've been asking that, and you've been trying to solve that riddle for, well, since I came up with it. And I don't know, everybody. Should I fill in Mike? Should I let Mike know what that actually stands for? Let me just give me a second and write in the comments whether you think I should let Mike off the hook or not. I'm gonna put this baby Grogu here in this box. I boxed myself in, quite literally. So, I'm here. I swear to God, I'm here. I am here. I am here. There's some really cool stuff that I'm going to wedge. Stay on target. Princess Grogu. Wedge here. I know, right? Like I should be organized, better organized. So I have to do something else that's Star Wars related. Okay. I'm gonna go back here. Okay, so these are Geeky Tikis. They're Tiki mugs. Pretty cool. Lots of fun. Yeah, sent to me by Sideshow. This here is it's a ceramic lidded mug for, parties. It's fun. It's fun. So this is the IG11 Geeky Tiki. I love the name of it. You can see here. Woo! Styrofoam. I think I just... Oh, that's fun. Look at that. It's robust, which is great. It's got a little... Andrew Nung, how's it going? It's going well. How you doing? Here we go. Away. All the little styrofoam bits. Oh no! And the static electricity keeps it here. So yeah, it's a Geeky Tiki mug. Little lid, like that. I'm assuming that it's dishwasher safe. I'm assuming you can drink out of it. Yeah, you can have your nice little. You can have a tropical drink out of it, or just a regular drink, or whatever. You could be the hit of any geek party. So that is the IG11 version. Oops. And I also got, let's take a look at this. This is the Mandalorian version of it, which is hilarious. And a Greedo mug. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. In the interest of time, I'm not going to open these because I've got styrofoam bits all over me. And it's killing me here. Melissa K is asking if I have any of the Star Wars Lego. Yes, so much Lego, tons of it. You're running out of space too, yeah, and you like putting them together. Now, do you take them apart, or do you put them together, or keep them together? And I used to be obsessive over it, like with my kids. Like, no, you can take apart the Star Wars Lego, but keep it separate from the regular, like boring Lego, because these are specialized pieces and colors, and if you take it apart and you want to put it back together again, it's easier for me if they're all at least in the same spot. But I've since given up on that fool's errand because kids will just, yeah, man, they want to be creative. You don't want to stifle them. Although I do understand the urge to want to crackle stuff together. Kenneth Cunningham III, Carrie filmed her HBO special at your job. Super sweet lady. That's fantastic. I've heard so many wonderful stories about her quick wit, her generosity, and yeah, I think I want to get her biography because I think it'll be a great read. Yeah, what a class act, and what a wonderful spirit that was lost, but she lives on in film, and in many ways, the princess will always live on. Northern Nerdcast, do I collect the X-Wing miniatures? Yeah, I have a box back there of all that stuff in my back room again. And again, that's a whole other level of detail. My dog, Podrick, wants to get through. Jump over it. Jump over it. Don't just look at me. You're a big dog. You can jump. Come on. Jump. Step over it. Or go around. Come on. Buddy. Should I go get my dog? Let me just get my dog. He's gonna be all sucky. He's so sucky. What is it? What do you want? What do you want? Hey, what are you doing? Come on, go then. Go. You're trapped now though. No, I'm not letting you out. Come on. Come on. Yes. Get up. Get up. Up. Come on. Get up. No. He wants me to let him out. Hold on a second. No, I can't let you out. Get one of the other slaves to let you out. I know. Up. Hello? This is so unprofessional. So unprofessional. Can somebody let the dog out? So unprofessional. Yeah. I wanted to, yeah, okay. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. You got your Grogu backpack? Yes. That's the other thing I wanted to bring out here. You saw it. It was spoiled. There are, here you go. Shouldn't walk away. Yeah. Bad Wolf Media. I do have. Yeah, that's the other slippery slope. The Eagle Moss. I love little ships. I love capital ships. I love the detail of the models of the Colonial Vipers, the Battle Stars especially. I have a huge soft spot for capital ships. And getting back to the X-Wing game, collecting all those miniatures is huge like that, and that's why I love that game, not only for the gameplay but for the specificity and the detail, and for the little ships like that, from the ties to the X-Wings to like actually there's a beautiful like a Tantive 4 which is like this big, and the Millennium Falcon and the Slave One. I don't know, there's something for me that ever since I was a little kid I was in love with the miniature models of ships. Kevin Lee saying Han shot first. Absolutely. Greedo was murdered. That should be the hashtag, not Greedo never shot. It should be hashtag Greedo was murdered. Yeah. I've not seen the SH Figuarts Leia. I gotta, this is a line that sounds so familiar, and I need to look it up because you brought it up, I think, the last live stream. And yeah, I don't have any of those. So I gotta check that out. I'm just flying through these comments right now. I'm just trying to catch up here. Oh, no, Mel. You know what? I'm not avoiding answering the question regarding the significance of the numbers. I'm literally just trying to keep up with the flow of what's going on. All right, you want to know what these numbers mean? I mean, this has been killing Mike forever and a day. there are, let's do this. This is a vintage hat. You'll see 2634755 OKCU. And Mike, it's been killing him for about a year now, trying to figure out what that number is. What does that mean? What could it possibly mean? What could that number mean? And it's not as mysterious as you think. It literally is. You're going to hate this. You're going to hate this. It's my corporation number. I put it in there to sort of foster exactly what you're doing. It's like, what number is that? It's like 501 Levi's or whatever the number. What are the significance of the numbers? Is it the phone number? Is it this? Is it that? Are they dates? It's like, no. But there is a story behind that number too. When I was incorporating, I was really gung-ho about, I don't know why, doing it myself. I want to save money. I don't want somebody else to do it. I'm going to do it. And so I went online and I watched a YouTube video of a guy. He's like, this is how you incorporate in Ontario. And so I followed this step by step. I paid for a nuance search. It's when I had a name picked out. It was going to be Bitter Asian Dude Entertainment. All this stuff. I felt so clever. I paid money for the search. It came up negative. I picked the name. I filled out the form. And the guy in the YouTube video fucking mailed it. Pardon my language. He mailed it. And so me being an idiot, it's like, oh, okay, I mailed it. And there goes my light. I mailed it out because that's what the guy in the YouTube video did. So what I didn't say is I kind of needed to be incorporated with it. Like, it was a couple of weeks before a new season of Kim's was starting, and I really needed to have that corporation number just to save a little bit of money for tax time because I was getting fleeced. And so I called in and I said, look, it's been like 2 weeks and I kind of need to get this number. Can you tell me what the status of my application for incorporation is? And they said, well, did you mail it? I said, yeah. I said, well, okay. It takes 30 days to process it. And we're also 30 days behind. So yeah, of course. And so I was like, oh God, what do I do? And so I did a little bit more research, just a little bit more research, and I found that if you applied online, you could get one instantly, as long as there wasn't a name attached to it. So I ended up doing that. So I got 2634755 Ontario Inc. the same day. I was able to get my incorporated, my numbers and stuff, and send them into production. And then a month later, 2 months later, what comes in? Congratulations, you are the proud owner of Bitter Asian Dude Entertainment. It's another corporation, but it's like I'd already set up all my business stuff for 2634755, and so I keep it there again, like I do for Bitter Asian Dude, as a reminder to not rush into things, to think things through, and to not get caught up, and to do my due diligence. And so that number is there is to remind me of the missteps you make along the way. That's for me. That's what it's always about. It's remembering those mistakes and learning from them, and trying to be as positive as possible, and just sort of keeping it there, because I think that's what I'm trying to do. Is when I make a mistake, I try to wear it, and own it, and kind of go, yeah, I did that, and as long as I learn from it, that it's cool. And that's something that Appa does, the character in Kim's, and that's something I hold really dear to my heart. And I tell my kids, it's okay to fail. It's okay. As long as you learn from it, right? And failure is the best teacher ever. You'll learn more if you fail at something than if you succeed at it. So that's just me. And so that's where I'm at. Gonna scroll it down. See, I did reveal it. Okay. Geek discussion for ongoing arguments. Here we go, Bad Wolf Media. Viper Mark II with Starbuck on the stick versus a T65B with wedge yanking and banking. Who wins? Wedge. I'm going to say wedge. Just because the T65 has shields. And it's got proton torpedoes. And if you go into the squadrons, it's got missiles, guided missiles. Starbuck's a great pilot, but she got shot down by Cylons, right? So that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to go with that. You want that vintage hat? Oh, well, if there's enough demand for it, I mean, we could always bring it back. We could always bring it back. Brian Humphreys, greetings from South Carolina. Wife and I finished season 5 today. Oh, way to go. We're both sad this journey has come to an end. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. But, that's the saying. All good things, right? all good things. But thank you so much for watching the entire series. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Kevin, toying around. I'm gonna incorporate Butter Baron 6 Deluxe Bobas as a reminder as well. Shut up, Kevin. There you go. See, yes. You're welcome, Mel. You're welcome. I am not trying to avoid anything. So okay. So we've seen these, the Geeky Tikis, which I love, I adore, and I can't wait to bring these into the rotation. And now there's something else that we some of the eagle-eyed viewers saw, and these are these little mini Star Wars backpacks. I got sent a bunch of these from my friends at Sideshow. Woo! Look at that. These are like lovely Loungefly mini backpacks with fantastic patterns. Like this is a vinyl material. The stitching is divine. Look at that, and it's got like the full. Look at that. These are for adults. They could be for little kids or for adults. These are wonderful little day packs filled with absolutely free newsprint. Keep the shape. You've got another nice little oh, look at this. I love that. It's a little lightsaber pull tab. Talk about attention to detail for the zipper. And yeah, it's got a little side pocket. I mean, this is great. This is really great, and it's the Loungefly, the logo. It's bolted on there. Yeah, and you could carry your Coke Zeros in it. A bunch of Coke Zeros in there. All right, Ray, you have a good one. Go play Ratchet and Clank, and I will give you a shout out after this stream. Yeah, for sure. So is that one? Where is it? Is okay. Let's do this. Let's do. Here's the other one. Look at that, baby Grogu, and it's like the shell, the eggshell that he's in. Little, the detail on these is so much fun. Look at that. And again, this one has floppy ears too. Yeah, the pull tab. How cool is that? It's a little frog. It's the little frog. Oh, look, and like on the inside, the fabric on the inside is. Oh, it's got Arabesh in it, written there. It's got he's eating the frog. That's amazing. That's amazing. And gave me the zipper. It's like they all come with like newspaper inside of them. That's really, I love that attention to detail. Like that's really cool. That's cool and fun. Fabric on the inside. And I dropped something. And then now, pièce de résistance. We have Ahsoka's an Ahsoka Tano bag. Look at that. It's got her tails, head tails. Little magnetic clasp. And I'll bet. Look at that. More newspaper. And the inside's got inside pockets. That's really cool. Very, very cool. Very cool. All right. Okay. You can see Grogu's boxers. Ashley saying, we're twinning. Joe got you this for Christmas, and it's your current handbag. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. I got to see if maybe we can have a little giveaway later on, if I ever get my act together. Star Wars Explained. Hey, great to see you live. I may have recently ordered the Wedge helmet, and it's my unboxing's fault. Excellent. I love hearing that. Thank you. Yeah. No, it's honestly it's a repaint, but again, it's a Wedge. It's Wedge's colors. I love that. And the electronic, like the simulated battle sounds are different too, so that's great. Yeah, the froggy zipper pull is very cool on that. Okay. Well, it is 8:33. I'm going to wrap it up because I got to pee. So thanks so much for joining me here on Funboxing Sunday. If you haven't subscribed already and you like what you saw, please consider subscribing. Click like and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified unless your name is Ray. But until then, stay safe during this pandemic. Get vaccinated if you can. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and take care. Okay? See you.